bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on the new Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow Moisturizing Skin Tint. I am very excited about this. I did a Sephora same day delivery and I was like, this is great. This is giving Amazon vibes. So I'm very excited to get into this. This does retail for $42 and this is a skin tint. So this is supposed to be an oil-free, nourishing serum foundation for, well, I feel like a lot of foundations are being labeled as skin tints, but they're foundations in the description, so I'm not exactly sure. Let's just call it a skin tint, but it's a serum foundation skin tint with up to 24-hour wear and hydration, SPF 30, protection for healthy and glowing skin. The coverage is medium, the finish is natural. The highlighted ingredients. First one, coconut water. You guys know that coconut water typically tends to be a highlighted ingredient for Too Faced. I don't know what it is, but they love their coconut water in their products. This aids in delicately replenishing skin's moisture levels. It has alpine rose to support skin's health and radiance, hyaluronic acid to give a smoother and more youthful appearance. This is free of parabens, it's vegan, gluten-free, and cruelty-free. So I did pick this up in the shade Natural Beige. So Natural Beige is light medium with neutral undertones. I wanted to get warm beige, medium with neutral undertones, but they did not have that one available for same day delivery. So I was like, ugh. So let's see how this one does. It may be a little bit lighter, but I feel like it probably will work on me right now because I still do have like my winter tone because we're just moving to spring. It's just starting to get nice out. So let's just go ahead and get into this because I'm ready to put this on. This is what the bottle looks like. As you guys can see, I decided to wear my pink Skims robe today because I'm like, Too Faced is all about the pink vibes and I love me some pink. So let me wear some pink. Okay, so it says to shake well. So we're gonna start on this side with a sponge. See how this goes. It's looking glowy. All these brands are in their glowy skin tint foundation eras. Us oily skin people cannot keep up. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you are new to watching my reviews, I do have sensitive rosacea skin, hence why it's red. And I also do have oily skin, very oily T-zone. And because I do have rosacea, sometimes my cheeks can be a little bit dry, but right now I really went in and moisturized, so I think we should be good. Color isn't too bad, but it definitely is falling more so for medium, so I think this would work great right now, but I feel like for like my summer tone, this may be a little too light. It is a little bit of a runny formula, but it's not as runny as the Say one. And it's also not as luminous as the Say one. Definitely I feel like it's buildable though. I did go back and apply a little bit more from the pump that we went in with, and that was a pretty big pump just because the product really did come out in full force. You guys can see. I mean, I think it did a pretty good job coverage wise, and it does feel lightweight. Without, you guys can literally see my rosacea. So not bad at all. Definitely gives you some glow, a healthy glow. And then it does feel lightweight. So that's what a sponge. I appreciate the fact that the sponge didn't absorb too much of the product. If anything, I felt like it helped push it in so it becomes one with the skin. It looks healthier than just it like laying on top. Also, I feel like this formula is very customizable. You can customize it to your liking. So like if you want less, you can make it more sheer looking. If you want more, you can make it more full coverage. Like I feel like it builds up nicely. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna use the brush that I've been really enjoying lately to apply my foundation, and that is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe number 7 brush, this right here. And we're gonna go with another pump of makeup. And this time I'm gonna go in with less, just because I feel like a lot came out when I put it the first time on the back of my hand. So I kinda wanna take less right now. And I always know that when I go in with a brush, I'm always gonna get more coverage. Let's see how this does. Okay, yeah, I mean, I feel like it always happens, at least for me, when I go with the brush, I get the most coverage. A good amount of redness and it's covering it fast. Yeah, the only thing that's left to cover is the nose. If you wanna use less product, I would definitely recommend going in with a brush if you want more full coverage, because it covers nicely with the brush. I'm curious to see how this is gonna do for the entire day though. So that's what we have there. For some reason, this side looks a little bit more radiant with a damp sponge than the side with a brush. What do you guys think? I thought the coverage on this was gonna be way more sheer just because I feel like the description like really made it seem like it was gonna be very, very natural. But looking at it now, I'm like, honestly, it looks pretty good. And I know a lot of people love the Born This Way like foundation, the original one. So very curious to see how this is gonna do. Oh, I almost forgot, this does have 30 SPF. I always say apply your SPF no matter what in your skincare routine, whether or not a foundation has SPF. I feel like that's just the best way to make sure that you get your SPF, and then obviously continuously retouch it, whether it's with a SPF setting spray, with an SPF powder, whatever it may be. That's the best way for you to get your SPF. And I can do a flash test for you guys so you guys can see how this looks with sunscreen, because I know some people worry about the flashback with sunscreen, so I'll definitely do that for you guys and show you later in this video. But here's what we're looking like. And it doesn't look bad. I actually thought it was gonna be way more glowy than what it's showing right now, so I'm definitely appreciating that as somebody that does have oily skin. It is sticky though. Yeah, I feel the stickiness, so we'll have to see about that. It does transfer a little bit because it's a little sticky. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna quickly do the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and give you guys my first initial thoughts so that we can begin this wear test. Okay guys, so I am back. I just finished my entire face of makeup, and I'm ready to talk about the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow 30 SPF Foundation. So right now it is 9:49 a.m. and this is what we're looking like. I just went ahead and set my under eyes because you guys know the drill, eye crease, so I have to set the under eyes. I didn't set anywhere else. I do feel like the foundation is a little luminous, so I do want to set. I also do feel like this enhances my texture, but I will say lately I've been having a little bit more texture than usual. So that's just something to note. I also feel like in some areas the foundation kind of like separates, and I feel like it didn't work the best with my concealer or my powder. I feel like when I applied my powder, the foundation looked a little cakey. And you guys know I always say the one thing I do appreciate about those lightweight serum-like foundations is that they're so lightweight, so it's very easy for me to use it with my powder. Since I do have oily skin, I have to add those extra steps to make my makeup look flawless. And I feel like typically with very lightweight formulas, powders sit really well, but with this one, I don't know. I just feel like in certain areas, it just kind of looks like I do have makeup on, and you guys will see that when I'm up close and personal in natural lighting. So I am gonna go ahead and set. I think I'm gonna do what I did last time for my other foundation reviews. I'm gonna set one side, and then one side I'll just leave as is so we can see if there's differences. I'm just gonna be taking the Reina Rebelde finishing powder, and I'm actually gonna be using this puff right here. I'm gonna just be using some powder on this side just to lock things into place, like so. That just, I feel like that already makes a difference, but I don't know. I still feel like powder doesn't sit well with this for some reason, as it typically does sit well with other serum-like foundations. So I don't know, I just feel like it's looking kind of heavy. So we shall see. But I want to see how this works for my people that have oily skin like myself, if the powder makes a difference or not. Like, I always look so funny when I do have my face powdered, because the other side is just like a little more glowy, but you guys can see the, let me come closer. You guys can see the difference. This is with the powder, this is with no powder. Like, I don't know, there's something about it, even with the powder, that I'm not the biggest fan of. Like up here, there's a little bit of some separation already, even with the powder. So I feel like it doesn't really layer nicely with other products, which is a problem for me because obviously we're layering stuff. We're layering blush, we're layering concealer, powders. Like, I need it to work well. So yeah, we'll see. Because right now I'm kind of like, it's all right. So that's what we have going on here. I feel like first impressions probably be best for people that love that like no makeup look. Somebody who has more so like dry to normal skin, more so normal skin, I feel like it gives you a glow, but it doesn't give you an intense glow. But I just don't like how it's layering with the rest of my products. And I also don't like how it's enhancing my texture. And I feel like if you do have a good amount of texture like I do, it makes it a little bit more obvious. So that's what we have going on right now. It's just the beginning of the day, so we still have a long day to test this out. Like I said, right now it is 9:53 a.m. I'm about to start my day, so I'm going to show you guys what this looks like in natural lighting. I'll also do a flash test so you guys can see how it does in photos. So I'll let you guys know if I think this is worth $42 or not, because it's quite a bit of money and I'm excited to see how this is going to do. Oh my gosh, this product has 2 ounces, so it has more than standard size, which is quite interesting. So yeah, that's what we have going on here. So I'm gonna go ahead, carry on with the rest of my day, and I will see you guys later. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is the side where we didn't set. You guys can see texture. This is the side where we did set. Not as much texture, but I don't know. The powder and the foundation are just not working well together. Can you guys see that? Like, I just feel like I have makeup on this side. Typically when I put on my powders on lightweight foundations, it doesn't look like that. It looks very seamless. They melt in together, but this, I feel like you can just tell that I have product on my face. Obviously this side too, but I don't know. It doesn't look seamless with a powder. And typically for me, when I wear lightweight foundations, they look seamless. So I don't know. You guys can like see, like it just looks very makeup-y. Even up here where I did set it, like I feel like the foundation, skin tint, whatever you want to call it, does not do well with layering powders on top. I don't know what it is, but what do you guys think? I feel like it, even though my texture looks more noticeable here, it looks more skin-like here and like more true to skin than this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and carry on with the rest of my day and I'll see you guys later. It is now 10:32 p.m. So we've worn the new Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow 30 SPF foundation the entire day, and I have some thoughts. Okay, so this is the side where we went ahead and powdered, and then this is the side where we didn't powder at all. You guys can see this one looks a lot more dewy than this side. We have some dew here, but it's not as obvious as this side. Like you guys can see there's some dew right here on the nose and also on the forehead a little bit, but not as bad as this side. So I would definitely say if you do try this out and you do have oily skin, definitely set it. Something else I will say though is that I feel like it doesn't work the best with powders. Like I just feel like things separate. It looks kind of cakey. Yes, it does look less oily with the powder, but still I feel like there's something cakey about it, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Now, I did do a flash test. Flash test did pretty well, to be honest. The only area where I did have a little bit of a white cast was the under eye, and that's because I went in with a different powder than what I typically use for the under eyes. But I think it did pretty well when it came to the flashback. I didn't think it was anything intense. I will say though, I feel like it's not my favorite. And for $42, I'm like, I don't think I can justify it, especially because even though it did look less oily with the powder side, but it just looks cakey. It looks heavy. It's separating here. Like it's a no for me. I think this would probably work best for somebody that has like normal skin and somebody that maybe has dry skin. The reason I'm hesitant to say you may like this as dry skin is because I mean, on my skin, it like separated. So like, I'm like, I feel like it could easily separate on somebody with dry skin. Those are pretty much my thoughts. I hope that this video was super helpful for you guys. If you are looking to purchase this, definitely do more research and definitely see if it's something that you feel like would be the best option for you. If you guys did enjoy watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing reviews for you guys. And I think that's it. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Adiós, bonitas.